All right, if you're a level 6 marketing manager apprentice, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say some parts of the standard can feel, well, a little fuzzy, right? So today, we are going to tackle one of the trickiest ones out there, K1. We're going to break down what it is, how you can actually develop it, and, most importantly, how to prove you've nailed it in your portfolio and that final assessment.
Okay, so here it is in all its official glory. Now let's meet Jody. She's a fantastic apprentice over at a company called Ibis Stores. And at this very moment, she is just staring at this exact phrase in her portfolio, feeling completely lost. I mean, it sounds big and important, but what on earth does it mean for what she does every single day? And honestly, Jody's question is probably your question, right? Because this isn't just about ticking a box. It's about understanding the one piece of knowledge that really transforms you from someone who does marketing into a true marketing leader. So if you've ever felt like Jody, stick around. You are in exactly the right place. Don't worry, we've got a super clear 5-step journey to get you from that feeling of confusion to total confidence. We'll kick off with Jody's challenge, then we'll introduce a really powerful analogy. After that, we'll give you a solid plan to build your skills, show you how to create killer evidence, and wrap up with exactly how to ace that final test. Okay, so Jody, feeling stuck, goes to her line manager, Riddle. She's like, look, I get it. I know my SWOTs from my pestles, but I have no idea how that actually connects to this big, scary K1 requirement. And Riddle just nails it. She explains that K1 at this level isn't some memory test. It's not about spitting back definitions. It's all about strategic judgment. It's about using those marketing principles you know to make the big, high-level decisions that tie directly into the company's main goals. Things like growth, profitability, you name it. You're learning to think like a business leader, not just someone who runs a campaign. Now, to really make this land for Jody, Riddle pulls out this fantastic analogy. She tells her that in the world of marketing, you can either be the cook or you can be the head chef. And wow, this really makes it all click, doesn't it? You see, a cook, they're tactical. They get a recipe, a campaign brief, and they follow it to the letter. They're focused on how do we do this? But the head chef is strategic. They design the entire menu. They're thinking about profit, about the customer experience, the restaurant's brand. They ask the much bigger question, why are we even doing this? K1, my friends, is your apprenticeship in becoming the head chef.
So what's in our new head chef's toolkit? You guessed it, the 7 Ps. But hold on, this is not just a list you have to memorize for an exam. Think of these as strategic levers you can pull. As the head chef, you're not just thinking about promotion in isolation. You're asking, is our product strategy aligned with our pricing? Does our sales process create the right kind of physical environment for our customers? This is the strategic toolkit.
All right, so Jody's feeling fired up. She gets it. She meets with her mentor, Adam, with a new question. Okay, I understand the concept, but how do I actually become the head chef here at IB Stores?
And Adam, being a great mentor, breaks it down into 4 really clear, actionable steps. First, consolidate what you know. Refresh yourself on the models. Step 2, and this is the big one, evaluate. Don't just pull out a SWOT analysis because it's the first thing you think of. Ask why. Why is this the right tool for this exact problem? Third, apply these tools to real, live business challenges. And finally, integrate. Show how your marketing plan plugs into the rest of the business, finance, operations, the whole shebang. And to make sure this isn't just theory, Adam gives Jody a real, meaty project. He says, I want you to use portfolio analysis models to do a full strategic review of our product line. He's not asking for a social media plan. He's asking for a top-level analysis that could literally change the direction of the business. Now that is K1 in action.
Okay, so we're getting there, but there's one last huge piece of the puzzle before the final assessment, the portfolio. Jody connects with her coach, Olivia, who is laser-focused on one thing, making sure Jody's evidence proves without a shadow of a doubt that she's a head chef and not just a very good cook.
Olivia pulls up this comparison, and you can just imagine the light bulb going off for Jody. Think about it. The assessor doesn't want another report on your latest social campaign. That's cook stuff. It's tactical. They want to see the strategic business case you wrote that justified that campaign in the first place. They don't want a laundry list of what you did. They want the why, a reflection explaining why you chose one strategic path over another.
And just to make it totally foolproof, Olivia gives Jody this checklist. This is basically the shopping list for head chef evidence that the Aptem portfolio system is looking for. And do you see the theme here? Every single one of these, business cases, strategy docs, proposals, it's all about high-level, commercially minded, strategic work.
All right, the moment of truth is getting closer. It's time to prep for the endpoint assessment, the EPA. Jody's feeling way more confident now, but Olivia wants to make sure she can really articulate her strategic brainpower when the pressure is on. So they run through some practice questions.
Now, this is a classic, a real heavyweight K1 question you should absolutely expect in your professional discussion. Notice, it's not asking, can you list the 7 Ps? It's asking how you have used them to connect your work to the company's big picture goals. See? They're not asking the cook what's for dinner, they're asking the head chef about the entire restaurant's philosophy.
So, how do you knock a question like that out of the park? Well, a distinction-level answer has these key ingredients. First, you've got to frame a model like the 7 Ps as a diagnostic tool, not just a to-do list. Then, show how your analysis with that tool uncovered a real strategic gap. From there, explain how that discovery led to a new integrated plan, and, this is key, link it all directly back to a major business objective, like growth or profitability.
And when you put it all together, it sounds something like this. This is the kind of powerful, distinction-level answer that Olivia helps Jody practice. You hear that? She's not just listing tasks, she's telling a powerful, strategic story. I used a tool, I found a problem, and I created an integrated solution to help the business win. It's confident, it's strategic, it's exactly what the assessors want to hear.
So we leave Jody there, totally prepped and ready to crush her EPA. But now the question flips back to you. Think about your own work. This week, right now, what's one thing you can do to shift from being the cook to being the head chef? What's one opportunity to move beyond asking how and start asking why? Because that little shift in thinking, that's the secret to mastering K1.